So hello, everyone. I hope you are doing extremely well today. I am Pierrette Rouleau, and I am the owner and broker in charge of Rouleau Real Estate Group here in Asheville. We are a regional boutique firm, and we serve the mountains of North Carolina from Blowing Rock to Asheville and beyond. We're located in Asheville. We welcome you to our Wednesday afternoon real estate seminars. We are doing a seller seminar starting today, and we will do that every 2 weeks at 5 o'clock here live on Facebook. And what we want to do is we want to bring you information and data and good knowledge so that you can make an informed decision. Tasha Pepe is with me, who is an agent in my firm, and Holly Bowen here is with me. She is a colleague of ours who really assists us as real estate brokers in helping us market property. Holly is not with our firm, but she's a right arm to us. So what I want to say about the three of us is that we are people who work hard, who believe in high standard of ethics. I'm not sure how you can have high or low ethics, but and we're really people who follow with our hearts and our heads, and that's who we are. That's who we are as a company. That's who we are as individuals, and we obviously are coming to you because this is our business. Real estate is our business, and we care very much about the profession of real estate. I've done a lot of things, and one of the things that I've done is a lot of reading among economists and mortgage lenders and real estate gurus who crunch numbers for a living. And what we know is that the real estate market is absolutely an essential market, an essential driver of our gross national product. And unlike 08 and 09, what economists are saying is don't be confused by that. The deep decline of the housing market in 08, 09, really through like 2012, was not, that was a housing crisis. Actually, it was a lending crisis and an appraisal crisis. There were other things. This is not a housing crisis, right? This is something completely foreign and completely different. None of us have ever experienced anything like this. But as professionals in the real estate market, and then as you as a seller, or if you are here as a buyer listening to us as well, the housing market is going to pull us out of this other crisis that has happened. And that's what the numbers seem to say to us. Okay, thank you so much. So what I wanted to do, so lovely us, aren't we so beautiful? And what I wanted to do is I just want to take a few minutes for those of you who are with us, because I think what we want to know is what's the market doing? And so the first thing I want to say is that numbers are subjective. It depends on, you need to choose apples for apples. You need to choose the same set of criteria. You need to choose the same search tool that you're gathering your stats from. You need to choose the same location. You need to choose, this similar kinds of properties. And so what we want to say about the Asheville market is what we see here is that this is from 09 to 2019, so a 10-year span. And what we want to see in the Asheville market is even in 2012, the Asheville market had started to pull out of the 08-09 crisis. And that is significant for Asheville. It's significant because even nationally, some markets did not start coming back till 13 or 14. In the high country market, we did not really even start coming back until 15. And so what I want to say is to remind us all that yes, we are this is, across the country, housing is in crisis because it's very challenging to market. It's not challenging, but it's different to market and sell a home in these kinds of circumstances. But we are in such a strong market, and our market was so strong before we shut down in mid-March. It was still a seller's market. There were 5 or fewer months of inventory. As you can see, in the beginning of 2020, the average price per house in Asheville only, single family. So that criteria. So the market was really, really strong before it pulled back. And so what I wanted to just show you is, of course, in April, it makes perfect sense of April 19 over April 20. It makes perfect sense that we had fewer listings. There were from 19 over 20, there were 37.5% fewer listings. There were almost 22% fewer under contracts, 30% fewer closings. That all makes sense to us because April itself was a month where we were in stay at home, and we are still in stay at home. What the 22% fewer under contracts means is that the market was already starting to slow down in March. People were already, as March came, people were already starting to stay home, and so those contracts didn't close in April. So we can look at April numbers and see that March was already, the market was already shifting in March because of the events. So this is just a quick snapshot of May. And it's so tiny, it's such a small snapshot, it's like 11 days. So the stats you can't crunch numbers too well when you don't have very many numbers. But what I want sellers to see, what I want you to see is that in the month of May, there are fewer under contracts and there are few new listings compared to this time last May. It is still a slow market because we are all still determining what is the next right thing for me to do as a homeowner? What is the next right thing for me to do as a buyer? Do I wait? Do I settle? And so our goal every week is to say, here we are, and we want to provide you really good information so that you can decide what you want to do and when you want to do it and who you want to serve you when you do it.